We've arrived in Vermilion City, and there's plenty for us to do. We return with part 5 of Pokemon Fire Red. I hope you've all been enjoying this playthrough, to be honest, because, let's face it, I really want to give it my all and then some. I just only wish you guys were there for me when you can. Okay, we got enough super potions. May as well just stock up on everything that I require. Now, the reason for this is pretty simple, because you want to make sure you're more than ready for what lies ahead. Yeah, you never know. By the time you get full heals, they're essentially useless. But I do this to prepare, because if you've known me more than anyone else, you know that I have to be ready for what lies ahead. No, wait, where are the... No, they don't have Burn Heal yet? I guess they don't have it yet. No matter. Let's continue nonetheless. There's a place we need to visit first. Pokémon Fan Club. I chair the Pokémon Fan Club. I raise more than 100 Pokémon. I'm very fussy when it comes to Pokémon, I surely am. So, did you come visit to hear about my Pokémon? Good! Listen up! My favorite, Rapidash. It's cute, lovely, smart, plus amazing. You think so? Oh yes, it's stunning, kindly, love it. I hug it when sleeping, warm and cuddly, spectacular. Ravishing. Oops! Look at the time. I kept you too long. Thanks for hearing me out. I want you to have this. We get a Bike Voucher. Take that Bike Voucher to the bike shop in Vermilion City. Exchange that for a bicycle free of charge. Don't worry, my favorite Firo will fly me anywhere I need to go. So I have no need for a bicycle. I hope you like cycling. Oh, I'm definitely going to enjoy that for sure. Okay, so we get that here, and then hopefully we will move on to the next gym. Vermilion Harbor. Oh yeah, the name of the town. They don't even mention it here. What gives? Vermilion City, the port of exquisite sunsets. Don't worry, we'll handle the sign on the right after this. Right now, we're going to be heading into the St. S.S Anne. Welcome to the S.S Anne. Excuse me, do you have a ticket? Great! Welcome to the S.S Anne. The passengers are restless from this long voyage. You might be challenged by the more bored ones. You want my advice? Battle every trainer. Trust me, it's gonna help you out greatly. Ugh, I feel ill. I got seasick, so I stepped out to get some air. Ahoy there! Are you seasick? We face off against Sailor Trevor. Yeah, you want my advice? Battle everyone. Yeah, you're not gonna like the pain I'm about to bring to you. Very good. And that means Pikachu's now at 22. And now it sends out a Tentacool. Sadly, I can just do a little jolt. And how do you miss? And how come my attack ain't strong enough? Really sucks to be you, doesn't it? I was just careless. You weren't careless. You were foolish for trying to get in my way. Phew! Scrubbing decks is hard work. The party's over. The show will be departing soon. Hey, matey, let's do a little jig. Yeah, Mankey versus Machop. Oh, I see. You're getting pumped up, I guess. Now it sends out next to Shelter. Yeah, you're done. You're impressive. I am. What else is there? Our captain is a sword master. He's awesome at using cut. They see even teaches cut to Pokemon. First things first, we're going to go through every area one by one. First up is this room. Shh. I'm a global police agent. I'm on the trail of Team Rocket. They're up to no good. Be right back. Okay, let's continue again. Let's move on from room to room. Let's see what else they're gonna give me. I collected these Pokemon from all around the world. S.S Anne. Starts off with a Pidgey. Now it uses the Nidoran female. Now to put this to work. There you go. Told you it would be effective. Level 22. Speed's high, but I don't think it's going to cut it against Surge. Oh no! I went around the world for these. I know that. We can't even use Dig on the St. Anne. I love Pokemon. Do you? And now it sends out a Nidoran male. Better make sure I don't do anything that dumb. There you go. Now we just keep going until it gets knocked out. Wow! You're great! That was easy. This gives us TM31, which teaches Brick Break. Karate Chop's impressive, but I'm gonna hold on to Brick Break. Yeah, I might make use of that. We are cruising around the world, my children and I. A world cruise is so elegant yet cozy. I always travel with Wigglytuff. I never leave home without it. Waiter, I would like a cherry pie, please. I'm not a waiter. You insolent pup. How dare you barge in? Now we face against Gentleman Arthur and he summons a Nidoran male. And it uses double kick. Not effective. And there you go. Nidoran female. You know, that's still not going to work either. Ivysaur is now 22. And gets Razor Leaf so early. Yeah, but they always have a high critical hit rate. Yep, that's tough. You rude child. You have no sense of courtesy. You look tired. Would you like to take a rest? That saves me time. Glad to see that everyone's looking refreshed and chipper. I do. Huh? I am but a solitary traveler. My sole companions and friends are Pokemon I caught on my journeys. He starts off with a Growlithe. And I'm most likely going to get a Growlithe on my team. Yeah, it bites, but not good enough. And now it sends out another Growlithe. He has two of them. Not bad. My friends! I feel for you, my friend. I feel for you. You'll probably say, you should be nice to friends. I know. We found a super potion. My buddy Machoke's super strong. He has enough strength to move big rocks. Huh? Come on then! My sailor's pride's at stake! Sailor Duncan. Yep. And now it sends out a shelter. And now it uses an Icicle Spear? That's never good. Three times, huh? Fearo's now level 22. And now it's going to send on a tentacle again. Oh boy, that's never a good sign. Your spirit sank me. Very good. You know what they say about sailors in battling? Oh, I do know. It's what I'm gonna do to you once you get zapped up to bits. What a waste. Right. Good battle, mate. Yeah, you want my advice? Check every single room. I like feisty kids like you, and I don't like feisty people like him. Yeah, that's what I thought. Number 20, level 23. And now it sends out a Horsey. No, I'll let him fight again. And you go down just as fast. And you'll attack again. The outcome will remain the same. Ugh, lost it! We get an ether. Very nice. Who's left? Even us sailors have Pokemon too. And now it's Sailor Huey. Well, at least that one ended fast. And now he sends out a Staryu. Yeah, let's go. Okay, you're not bad. We get TM44, which teaches rest. Two opponents. Who's worse? Hello, stranger. I can't tell if you're from the seas or mountains, but stop and chat. All my Pokemon are from the sea. Yeah, time to dig under. This is going to actually help me out on my journey. And now sends out a Staryu again. Yeah, eat this. Really? You're recovering? That's not gonna help you out. That takes care of that at level 22. Your turn, Ivysaur. Yeah, now shred him. Darn! Let that one get away. Yeah, I want to make sure I have my Team B ready to go when the time arises. Matey, you're walking the plank if you lose. Well, that's tough. Seriously, this is not even worth it. Ugh, beaten by a kid. Well, that takes care of everyone here in this side. Wait. We get a Hyper Potion in a pail like this? Wait a sec. How am I supposed to do this? That's the kitchen. We get a Pecha Berry. As well as a Sheddy Betty. And a Chesta Berry. I only get to peel onions. Did you hear about Snorlax? It's a glutton. No other Pokemon eats and sleeps the way Snorlax can and does. I see. I'm so busy, I'm getting dizzy. You have to give me room here. I saw an odd berry in the trash. I wonder what that was. You, mon petit? We're busy here. Out of the way. We do find a great ball. Indeed, I am le chef. Le main course is eels au barbecue. Le guests were mutiny, I fear. Yeah. Eating something that isn't going to be healthy for them, that's never a good sign. I've journeyed far and wide, but in all my travels, I've never seen any Pokemon sleep like this one. It was something like this. Snorlax. Of course. Check out what I fished up. We face off against Fisherman Dale. Too bad you won't last that long. Well, at least I can now bring the pain. Supersonic, it's never fun. That takes care of that. Now to bring out my Fearow. Water Sport? Really? That's not gonna help you out much. I'm all out. Of course you are. Yeah, you hear the clicking? You gotta do this every time. Let's go. Competing against the young keeps me youthful. Yeah, he had to bring that out. Swap, Firo. I would not worry. And you miss with your slam. Get wrecked. Good match. I feel young again. Nice, we get Stardust. We could sell that off for a profit. Good. That should cure the paralysis. Ah yes, I have seen some Pokemon ferry people across the water. Small trees can be chopped down using the move Cut. But remember this, Cut is an HM technique. Once learned, it is not so easily discarded. You're right. Huh? I don't believe I saw you at the party. Last Dawn. And now it uses Pikachu, which means I'll have to bring out my Mankey. Dug a hole, and now it brings out a double team. And you missed on that one too. Don't do that. Take it easy. Sadly, no. Which do you find more worthy? A strong or a rare Pokemon? That depends. Because of course it is. Always like sinking your fangs. Really? Not the most polite way to go about this. And now it sends out a Ponyta. That's a first. Oh, that might hurt. Very good. Firo's now 23. I must salute you. We get an X attack. Guess we're winding down. Me and my daddy think the Safari Zone's awesome. I wish we could go there again. Have you gone to the Safari Zone in Fuchsia City? There are many kinds of rare Pokemon. The captain said he's awfully sick. He was all pale. I hear many people get seasick. Well, this can explain a lot. Okay, so we've taken care of everything that's around here. It's this room here. Let's take a short rest to get our Pokemon healed up, and then we're all ready to go. Now it's finally time to do this. To the captain's room. Bonjour, Destiny. Imagine seeing you here. Destiny, were you really invited? So how's your Pokedex coming? I already caught 40 kinds, pal. Different kinds are everywhere. Crawl around in grassy areas and look hard for them. Now he's being smug. Well, two can play at that game with this smugness. Oh, Sand Attack. That's really cute. Yeah, get zapped. And now it sends out next Raticate. Mankey, knock him dead, please. Here, have a low kick. You're dead. You aren't even worth the effort. I wonder if this might be the reason you might end up replacing it. Oh, this might get ugly. Not. Pursuit. I'm 5 levels higher than the grid was unnecessary. And now it sends out a Charmeleon. Yeah, let Firo deal with it. Yep. You cannot be serious on this one. Okay, that critical hit was a bit excessive. It doesn't matter. You're done anyway. At least you're raising your Pokemon, like I always do. I heard there was a Cut Master on board, but he was just a seasick old man. Cut itself is really useful. Yep, it'll be handy. You should go see him too. Smell ya. Yeah, I don't even need a look. Ugh, I feel hideous. Seasick. Phew, thank you. I'm feeling much better now. You want to see my hidden cut technique? I could show you my prized cut technique if I weren't so ill. I know you can have this hidden machine. Teach cut to your Pokemon, you can see it cut anytime. We obtain HM01. Using cut, you can chop down small trees. Why not try it with the trees around Vermilion City? Phew. Now that I'm not sick anymore, I guess it's time. The S.S Anne will set sail soon. Farewell, until I return to Vermilion City. It's also kind of why we gotta move now. We've done what we needed to do. This is now properly organized in the proper order with HMs getting priority. He's not gonna need tackle anymore. Machine set. There you go. Alright, we're out. Well, at least that's done. We won't be seeing that until about a year. But on the other hand, I needed quite a lot of money, don't you think? Now let's get ourselves rested up. Alright, we're essentially healed up and ready to go. I think we should just get started on this next one now. Let's cut it down. I think my team is more than ready for it. Vermilion City Gym Leader, Lieutenant Surge, the Lightning American. Yo, champ in the making. Lieutenant Surge has a nickname. People refer to him as the Lightning American. He's an expert on electric Pokemon. Bird, water-type Pokemon match poorly against the electric type. Beware paralysis too. Lieutenant Surge is very cautious. He locked himself in so it won't be easy getting to him. As if I knew that. This is no place for kids, not even if you're good. Pikachu versus Pikachu. Who'll win? And you miss. But you won't miss this one. Ah, great. I forgot. This is before later gens when electric types cannot be paralyzed by electric attacks. Nice. Pikachu's now at 24. Time to dig under. Nice work. Wow. Surprised me. Lieutenant Surge installed the traps in the gym himself. He set up double locks anywhere. Let me give you a hint. When you open the first lock, the second lock is right next to it. Nope. That's the second. And the locks were reset. Nope, that's the wrong one. Yeah, this one's gonna be an annoyance. I'm a lightweight, but I'm good with electricity. That's why I joined this gym. We face off against an engineer named Bailey. Yeah, the big threat, Voltorbs. And they also have moves that deal a fixed amount of damage. Not to mention, Voltorbs are fast. With Electrode having the highest speed in all of Gen 1 back in the day. I mean, that's not a high bar. Not a high bar, isn't it? Yeah, not to mention Magnemite is both electric and steel. Yeah, back in Gen 1 he was electric, but later on he was given electric steel type to at least have some advantage. But it also came with a drawback. It added more weaknesses. And nobody wants to go through that. Fried. Fried and beaten down. Yeah, I'm not going to risk it. I got to make sure they're healed up for this. Okay, I'll talk. Lieutenant Surge said he hid door switches inside something. Yeah, I know. There's in these trash cans. And the locks reset every time. Okay, so what if I press it here? Damn it! This is what makes this really, really upsetting. Uh-huh. Damn it. When I was in the army, Lieutenant Surge was my strict CO. He was a hard taskmaster. Gentleman Tucker. Yeah, let's just do this. Razor Leaf. That's not gonna do us much. Yeah, of course. Great, you're paralyzed. Stop missing. Okay, this is not working. Yeah, static serves you right. Yeah, that threw a monkey wrench at things. Stop! You're very good. It's not easy opening that door. Lieutenant Surge was always famous for his cautious nature in the army. He wasn't. That's the problem. I gotta get everybody healed up. I can't even use Spear without someone is getting whacked. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna save to be safe. I know exactly where. Done. I didn't need to do any lucky guesses. Now it's just us and you. Hey, kid. What do you think you're doing here?
You won't live long enough in combat, not with your puny power. I tell you, kid, electric Pokemon saved me during the war. They zapped my enemies in paralysis. The same as I'll do to you. Let's throw hands. We take on Lieutenant Surge, the Lightning American. Starts the fight off with a Voltorb. And he's using Shockwave, an attack that never misses. It actually first appeared in Gen 3. How about I put you to sleep for a little while? Yeah, it's fast asleep. Falling asleep is gonna make this a one-sided fight. Of course you heal up. I'm surprised gym leaders would resort to doing that. Yeah, let them waste their items. That actually helps me out. Oh yeah, they have Sonic Boom. There are moves like Sonic Boom and Dragon Rage that will deal a fixed amount of damage. Sonic Boom will always deal 20 damage. Nightshade and Seismic Toss would actually deal damage depending on the Pokemon's level. At the highest, it'll deal about 100 damage. Whereas Dragon Rage will always hit 40 damage, no matter what. And now it's about to use a Pikachu. Fine, you want a Pikachu versus Pikachu fight? Let's go! Eat this! Mega Kick! You aren't even worth the effort, you know. Alright, time to finish things off with good old against Raichu. No, because in Pokemon Yellow, he only had one Pokemon at level 28. And that was a Raichu. That thing's a big one, but I've got my own ways. Yeah, now he decides to be even devious. Double Team. I guess this version must have learned its lesson from its animated counterpart. Darn it! This might present a problem. Yeah, you missed. Here's my counter. Yeah, static. That's okay. Get wrecked. Done. Not even worth it. Now that's a shocker. You're the real deal, kid. Fine then. Take the Thunder Badge. The Thunder Badge cranks up your Pokemon's speed and also lets your Pokemon fly lightning quick anytime, kid. You're special, kid. Take this. We received TM34. TM34 contains Shockwave. Teach it to an electric Pokemon. A little word of advice, kid. Electricity is sure powerful, but it's useless against ground-type Pokemon. Ain't that the truth? And I didn't even need a ground-type. Phew! That match was electric. We now own 3 badges. Now let's get ourselves rested up. I think we have enough time for at least a little checkout on the other end. Still, I cannot believe I made such progress.
And I made plenty of cash while I'm at it, too. Yeah, still had to bust up a whole lot of these. And they don't even have those yet. Whatever. Not bad for a team of 4 Pokemon so far. Ivysaur, Fearow, Pikachu, as well as Mankey. Alright, let's check on the other side. Route 12 may be blocked off. We'll have to take a detour. Let's check out Route 11. We get an awakening. But I wonder if they've got any new Pokemon for us to find. Not what I had in mind. You know, I expected more. Now we're talking. Very good. Let's cut it down to size. Confusion. Not as powerful. Yeah, I take it back. I guess not. I'm not even attacking. What's the point of this? There you go. That's the only new Pokemon there is. And it's actually rare at 25%. This is Drowsy, a descendant of the legendary animal Baku, which is said to eat dreams. It is skilled at hypnotism. Alright, let's get some trainers to battle first. Let's go, but don't cheat. Sure thing, bro. Let's go. Time for us to cut them down to size. Leer? Well, that's a first. Very nice. Ivysaur is now 24. Huh? That's not right. It isn't. I make a lot of progress with this. Let's check what other trainers get in the way. I just became a trainer, but I think I can win. No, you can't. Seriously. You weren't going to get me that much either way. And now it sends out a Zubat. Alright, Pikachu, show your stuff. Thundershock it. My Pokemon couldn't win! Haven't they grown enough? No, they haven't. Yeah, we're checking out Diglett's Cave in the next part as well as tackling Rock Tunnel. Hopefully. I don't even have HMO5, which means I'm probably going to go after this blind. I raised my Pokemon carefully. They should be ready by now. Now it sends out a Nidoran male. Not effective, buddy. Yeah. Now it sends out a Nidorino. It's getting pumped up. That's not a good sign. Ah, terrific. Much better. Bye-bye. Thank you and goodbye. No one does that to my team and gets away with it. We get an X defend.
Competition. I can't get enough.
Now it starts the fight with a Bellsprout. We both missed our attacks on the first turn. Nice. Pikachu is now level 25. Pharaoh, I'll let you deal with this. Annoying. I had a chance. He's actually known as a gamer? Or is it a gambler? Yeah, because I know they had it changed to a gambler. I just had that feeling. I know it. Looking through the trainers you will end up fighting, it's pretty obvious. Yeah, in Gen 1 they were known as gamblers, but they changed it in Gen 3 to gamers. Alright. Watch out for live wires! Yep, engineers. The other advantage of this? I can take these guys down in one shot. Also, Magnemite are Pokemon that are genless. They don't have a male-female thing. And it's not what you think either. Because certain electric types don't have that. Magnemite, for example, as well as Voltorb. And he sends out a Magneton. Now, how about we low kick it instead? All right, level 25. Whoa, you spark plug. We're getting closer and closer. Win, lose, or draw. Sends out a Poliwag, huh? Ain't that typical? Eat this. And let's see what else he sends out. Horsey.
Didn't go my way.
I wonder what else we could find. Yeah, of course.
Careful! I'm laying down some cables.
Yeah, but because it's part steel, meaning it's going to have some defense. That did it.
That was electric.
Well, we've gotten much of it done. I have never won before. Then why the hell would you mention that? Oh dear, looks like I'm gonna be hit with a bad time. Return. Eat this. Now it sends out a Vulpix. That was it.
I saw this coming.
So did I. We also get an escape rope. We'll be holding on to that for a bit. I'm the best in my class. I train every morning. Okay, Ivysaur, please do what you do best. Well, you aren't even that much of an effort. Alright, Ivysaur is now 25. And it sends out a Raticate. Well, you weren't even that much of an effort, right? Darn! My Pokemon need to be stronger! Well, we're almost done here. Besides, we have a team of 4 and soon we'll have 5. But I wonder if I'll have much more than that.
I've never lost.
Well, if you want to fight, then let's go. Let's get Fury attacked. And it's about to use Magnemite. That's not going to help me out. Yeah, eat this. My first loss. And it's probably going to be the last. Nice, we get another Great Ball. We'll hold on to those. Yeah, we took care of all the trainers in this area. Not to mention we also caught a Drowsy. Yep, that's it. I think we're done here. Diglett's Cave is going to be our next stop anyway. Besides, that means I can get my hands on a Diglett without having to worry. Before that, though, let's put our Pokemon away. Let's heal her up, and then we're done. Uh-huh. I'm pretty satisfied, all things considered, but I believe that is going to be it. Yeah, we got a lot done. Because we'll head through Diglett's Cave, we'll hopefully continue on, and that's that. Anyway, that's it for this part of Pokemon Fire Red. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell, and I'll see you next time. This is Mega Man NJ signing off. Peace out.